For the longest time, us black men, we deal with a lot of you problems. Meaning, to the black American woman, you got a lot of problems. And we do too. More the reason why we can't be here constantly dealing with your shit. And when I say that, I'm not saying we don't care. Fuck black women. Fuck black America. No. There's issues that are minute that can be fixed if you simply stop making bad decisions. It is not a place for your significant other to have to fix anything. You shouldn't be in the business of dating a significant other to fix a situation for you. This is 2021. This is a new era. The cost of living has gone up. Okay? The cost of living has gone up. Things have changed. Men and women are out there in the workforce getting the same opportunities. But let it be told to you, black man, you are a patriarchal devil. Men in general, we make more. We tend to just work more. See, it's a difference. We don't make more. We put more hours in. So this wage gap thing to me is a farce. It's over exaggerated. In a lot of cases, it's just flat out BS. So with all that being said, imagine that today, in the 2020s, where the cost of living is high. I live in the 5th highest city for rent in the United States. And I'm not making that up. The 5th highest out of the hundreds and hundreds of cities in America. Okay? I live in that. And I am a first responder. And truth be told, look, first responders, we don't get paid what we should get paid. We don't. This is why there's a high turnover rate. This is why my black ass is looking to see, should I be a paramedic? But that's not even worth it, because to this case, paramedics go to all that school for so many years, need to know more than nurses, do more on the field for patients, and they get paid a lot less than nurses. So this is why a lot of us leave and become nurses, like I'm considering. Okay? But then you even have to have bachelor's science in that to actually get a good job. Otherwise, you're going to be working in a retirement home. And imagine all of these things. Imagine having a career like I have, trying to strive to do better, but balancing rent and utilities and living on your own within your means, and you trying to do better. And then you got the nerve, and you got somebody telling you you ain't up to mustard because you not a rich person. Imagine that in the back of your head, fellas. Imagine that constantly, all the time. This is why so many men don't help one another when it comes to things, when it comes to just guidance. This is why men have become so consumed with the womb. Boom. They become so consumed with the wound and the pursuit to get the wound that they will throw another man under the bus to get some ass. To be that one, not to be alone anymore. Oh, it's all well and good. You rubbing shoulders when y'all like women this, women that, women blah, 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 blah. Y'all all rubbing shoulders. And see, this is why I could never be a full-fledged red pill dude. Because I realize a lot of red pill dudes will try to mentally keep you thinking that you're not up to cut while they are reaping all the benefits of your donations, because you are donating to a lot of people and you feel like they're speaking vicariously. This is why I'd rather fuck with people who will do, I mean, like, for case in point, there's people who got Patreons, but they got Patreons on the strength alone that they know that they are producing videos basically away from YouTube. They putting time and effort into it, and a lot of their messages will be banned, flagged, and they can't afford to be on YouTube anymore because they can't get their work out without it being flagged and banned. There's people I will support on Patreon because of that. But then there's people who will basically try to mentally keep you in one space. And these are other black men that will do that. And black women do it to black women as well. They sell you hope. This is why people have been calling out Derek Jackson and putting a foot to his neck since he's been exposed for the fraud that we potentially knew he was the whole time. You get what I'm saying? There's people out there. We have to deal with that as black men and women. But when I say in this video, it's a you problem, sisters, meaning it's a you problem a lot of times. Your problem is why you can't find men is because you believe rhetoric that you hear a lot of these women tell you. These women ain't shit them damn selves. Just like I'm telling you, a lot of dudes putting out messages on YouTube, putting out this work, talking about racism, talking about sexism, talking about hypergamy. A lot of them ain't shit. They're entertaining, but a lot of them don't have your best interests at heart. They don't. A lot of them are running a business. They're selling you an image. And while I find some of it entertaining, I don't listen to them to guide me through life. I've said this before. I listen to them because it further helps me understand that I'm not wrong about how I feel. I've been feeling like this for a minute. But imagine it being so controversial to your own family that you can't talk about it and you have no place to talk about it. Imagine talking to a lot of people and you can't relate to them and they can't relate to you because they telling you it's all in your head. Why are you challenging the way things are? Go out there, bust your ass, die early, slave, make all this money for someone you can come home and they catch, and you can catch them sucking the next man's dick because he had the gift of gab and a little more cash than you. And this is not me saying don't go into relationships. I'm not one of those pessimistic people like that. I'm a realist. Meaning that if you're gonna find somebody to be with, by all means, vet properly. By all means, do not let this consume you as if it is end all be all. This is all I ask. This is how I try to live. Don't let it be like it's end all be all. Like you can't go on without life. I mean, you can't go on with life because you don't have a significant other. This is how you make mistakes. And I can tell you from experience. So after a lot of times that I see people around me or I hear people say certain things that remind me of the bullshit I used to say and the excuses I used to make, I start to realize it's a you problem. You're stubborn. You don't want to change. And you don't realize, because no one's ever told you you were wrong, that you are wrong. People have coddled you throughout your life and told you, hey, fuck them. You find somebody else that'll suit your needs. This is what a lot of men are trying to get across to you. And they don't need to charge you donation money to get this across to you, because this should be something that men should be telling other men in general as advice. This is what black fathers should be telling black men. And black women should be telling black daughters. People are out there and they will try to use you. They won't have your best interests at hand. They want what you got either between your legs. Yes, and even guys, it's all about that. I can tell you from experience. She couldn't stand my guts. She hated everything I liked because she wanted to antagonize me. But she wanted the D. That's a situation that a lot of guys deal with. This is when you hear God talk about toxicity, that's basically in a nutshell, especially a black man. They don't get along, they argue all the time over dumb shit, but that girl will put a fucking on you. This is a toxic relationship. And a lot of men, you have to realize, yo, it ain't that much good pussy in the world worth losing your sanity and compromising your mental health. Look at the whole situation with Big Sean and Janae Aiko. She's a cute little, petite little Blasian girl, but the relationship was toxic and it had him contemplating ending it. Is that how you want to go? Is that how you want to be? And the same thing goes to women. See, women don't have it as bad as dudes do. Dudes, brothers, we go through all this in a relationship because we know relationships don't grow on trees for the everyday average brother. They don't. They do not grow on trees. You can get ass if you pay the cash or you put up with dumb shit. But women can get into relationships easily. A woman can walk into a store with yoga pants on with a hole in it and bleach stains. But as long as her booty look right, some dude is trying to smash tonight. Plain and simple. Does that make him the right one for her? She don't care. A lot of them don't care. Because a lot of them will do clown shit for some proper day. And a lot of dudes will put up with toxicity and do a lot of clown simp shit for some puss. And you know that's right. You know it's right. And this is where I'm stuck here in the middle, like, you know what? Damn. God damn. It's been a minute. But god damn, I don't want to end up on some fuck shit. I don't really want to end up with this. This is the paradox. And me knowing all of this, and me dealing with this every day, this is why I say it's a you problem. Meaning it is a fucking you problem. You should know all of this. You should know that you've been fucking up and you've been making all these mistakes, dating the wrong people. You know that. But I gotta sit here and listen to your rhetoric throwing the opposite sex under the bus to justify your bullshit. And I am so over this. This is a lot of shit I hear on social media. So it's a goddamn you problem. People be trying to tell you and you don't listen. And then you wonder why a lot of these content creators start just basically outright playing you out and putting you in this area and keeping you in this box and telling you what you need to do and making it sound like they're in the fight with you, but they're siphoning money off you so you can continue to speak. So because they live vicariously through you. A lot of them will continue to do that because you don't see the trap. All you see is the cheese. And the trap being in a lot of situations, that you're trapping yourself by making the same mistakes over and over again. That's why I don't pay attention to a lot of these females walking around here with their resting bitch face. I don't. That's a you problem. I just was telling that to my friend in her comment section. You know, it's a you problem. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to smile more. I can give a shit. There's worse things happening in the world. There's problems I'm going through right now. And I'll be laughing, I'll be having fun sometimes, and then it be situations where I can think of something really funny in the most absurd moment to break the ice. It's about compartmentalizing your anger instead of walking around wearing around on your face. Sometimes I think a lot of them do it for attention. Don't tell me. Now, you know, let me tell you something about black women that I've learned. I ain't saying it's all true, but it's a lot of them like being antagonistic with black men. So if there's anything they can do to get under your skin, anything they can say, they will. And then when you react the way they want you to react, it's all your fault. And why you acting like this? Don't tell me what to do. You're trying to control me. You see, and the cycle never ends. And then you wonder why some of these brothers out here hop the fence. They ain't hopping the fence because they want somebody to take care of them. They looking for a zaddy or something. A lot of them just want to be treated good. And when we have our women for all these years somehow getting told that we never gave a fuck about them, and they join the side of the feminism, we've lost a lot of them forever. And this ain't about, getting them back to doing things and being Betty Crocker. No, it's not about that shit. It's about basically being a close-knit unit, a nuclear family. But the moment the opportunity come across that you don't have to be married to have kids and be taken care of, who took it and ran with it? Not us. Y'all asses did, sisters. Y'all did. The welfare system don't benefit men. It don't. But you want to blame that on black. Well, and you can sit there and you can dance on our graves in the name of justice and talk about Black Lives Matter. You can sit there and talk about that, right? But who's dying for you to push your agenda? We are black men. Then the moment we turn around and we call you out on some shit that you need to be finally called out on, guess what happens? I wish you niggas need to get shot down in the street. You hear people like Crystal Swirls, fucking IR Baboon herself, aka fucking Slimer from the Real Ghostbusters, painted brown, tell you some shit like that. You hear her say some stuff like that. The moment you don't agree with them, you all types of homosexuals. But meanwhile, they raising homosexual sons, but then they turn around and use that as a slur. I don't know what the fuck happened. And this is coming from somebody who went through life not dogging out black women or women in general. And then this is what I come into. This is the type of relationships I come into. This is the type of black women I come into. Nobody deserves this. No one. But this ain't a woe is me video. This is me. I'm sick and tired of having to dance around the situations. I'm tired of a lot of sisters not talking about this. And I'm tired of black men becoming a lot of the negative stereotypes. We should be trying to fight through this. And it all starts with us. We should be fighting through this, trying to get along better. And the funny thing is, I'm speaking as if this is end all be all, but I know there's a lot of relationships out there in black society that are successful. And then you turn around and you realize a lot of them are successful because core values: teamwork, mutual real love, respect. But then now you got people who just want to chase the bag. You got people who are so fucking arrogant that they feel like a career makes them better than you. It just makes you a brilliant idiot. You can still be a fucking moron. You know how many nurses I work with? You know the knowledge it takes to be a nurse? It takes a lot of knowledge to be a nurse and pass and be successful and take care of people and be held to a standard by HIPAA laws and the Hippocratic oath that doctors have to go through, things of that nature. But outside of that field, you can be a fucking moron. Have no common sense, have no sense of awareness or anything. You done put so much of that effort into it, or some people, it's just stupid. You make dumb decisions. Because you're human just like anybody else. A piece of paper don't make you any better. It don't. It gives you a better career, but it don't make you any better. But I digress. So anyway, y'all, another podcast of fury. I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.